At some point, you had told us that you did meet Brian's wife, Anna.
That's correct.
Where did you first meet her?
I recall having seen her at one of the graduations, mini graduations. It was, again, Discovery Breakthrough. I can't recall which one, but I was hearing about her because we had a mutual friend.
And as you got to know her more, I assumed that the three of you would have dinners together, meet for drinks. Tell me a little bit about how your relationship with all three of them would progress.
The three of us, meaning Anna, Brian, and myself?
Yes.
Well, initially, again, when after Anna started working for me, I remember spending at least one other New Year's with them in those 3 years. So that would have been 2 New Years spent in 3 years with them. And we've met at their house, Marblehead and Cohasset, and we've socialized in many other ways. But Anna and I spoke practically every day. When she worked for me, she would sometimes come to my house in the South End and bring pastries, and we would strategize and talk. And we also had a team. We would meet with other team members, and sometimes, again, we were very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you described, Brian's family as, I think the words you used were you saw them as your own.
I did.
Okay. You had told us just now a time where you were living in the South End.
I was.
And at this time when Anna started working for you, were you married, unmarried?
Unmarried.
Okay. And you had told us that Anna, you were talking every day, right?
That's correct.
And you were talking at night and on the weekends as well?
As the job required, or as our friendship
And Anna
required.
would come to your home and bring food and spend time with you there?
That's correct.
And was that nighttime, weekends, days, whenever it warranted?
Days, usually. Yeah.
And when Anna was working for you, that you just described, he never complained to you about how much time you were spending with his wife?
Brian? No.
He never complained that you were texting her a lot or spending time with her?
No.
He supported her career with you.
He did?
He was proud of her.
To my recollection, yes, he was.
Am I correct that you and Anna hit it off quickly? It wasn't a slow burn. You really became instant friends with each other.
That's correct. She was very easy to warm up to.
Okay. And part of the reason is that you had similar backgrounds?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And you had already started telling us that at some point she started to work for you.
That's correct.
Okay. And that was in the summer of 2020?
That's correct.
And the director of operations, basically she became your right hand.
She did.
So a director of operations might be taking care of your social media to arranging. Tell me, I guess, a little bit more. What was she doing for you on a regular basis?
Well, there was, she did everything. A director of operations is truly the right hand of someone who runs a business, and she did everything. She would bring me coffee. She took pride in bringing me coffee. A couple times she dropped off my dry cleaners, which were tasks that were obviously not necessarily in her job description. But I do remember asking her, "Is there anything you wouldn't do?" She came from hospitality, and she took pride. That's the way she was at our open houses. She would rush to open doors for people. She would give them real glass champagne. She would serve the glass. The way she came out, as I just explained moments ago, the way she came out of the house that night on December 31st to open the door for me, and she was an exceptional employee and friend.
And you valued her employee. She was valuable to you as a friend and an employee.
Very much so.
You relied on her.
Absolutely.
She never said no to you. She did what the job required.
That is not true.
Okay, so tell me about a time she said no to you or disagreed with you.
Well, we did have a disagreement in the fall of 2021. And there were times that she responded to me a couple of times with what I perceived to be passive aggression. And yeah, I actually reached out to a mutual friend and then another friend in leadership to seek some opinions as to how I could handle this.
And did you end up handling it by suspending her for a period of time that fall of 2021?
I told her that she should take a rest, she should stay at home, and that I would continue to pay her for as long as it took, but that she should take some time off because she was also working exceptionally hard, and that was taking a toll on her. She wanted to prove herself. She's like that. So I remember a client of ours.
So I'm just going to stop you.
Yes.
When you, as you say, suspended or had her take some time off, you still loved her at that point as a friend.
Very much so.
You were still close with her.
Very much so.
It didn't end the personal relationship.
No, not at all. And it didn't end the professional relationship either.
And during that time, I think you talked about seeking counsel. You actually reached out to Mr. Walshe to talk to him about it specifically.
That's correct.
Because this was, obviously, Anna was important to you professionally.
And as a friend, yes.
And
both.
Personally.
Yes, absolutely.
And Brian was a close friend of yours.
That is correct.
And you wanted to talk to him and get counsel about how to best move past this.
Yes, we did. We met in the North End. We had a meal and talked about it.
At some point in November of 2021, just about 2 months after the incident you just described, Anna told you that she was thinking about taking a job somewhere else.
That's correct.
And your first response was that you were disappointed.
Yes.
You were sad about this.
I was.
Because in your mind, you guys were really going to partner up and continue to grow together.
Was the idea, yes.
And because you were upset and sad, Mr. and Mrs. Walshe actually had you over to their home to talk about this further.
That is correct.
To let you know that they cared about you and loved you.
That's correct.
And that this is what was best for Anna.
That's correct.
And what was best for the family.
That's correct.
And during this conversation, when Anna was telling, or they were both telling you about her new job, and you were sad about it, Brian said to you, buddy, you got to support her, right?
I do remember that. Yeah.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the job that she ended up taking. Am I correct that it was at Tishman Spire in Washington, D.C.?
That's correct.
And this was a big job.
That's correct.
I think you already told us how much she was making, but this was a big salary job, a big step for her.
That's correct.
And this was an opportunity for her, a growth opportunity.
Yes.
And that is something that you and her had talked about, growth and opportunity, right?
That's correct.
It was something important to you.
Absolutely.
And it was something important to Anna.
Absolutely.
And through your time in becoming friends with Mr. Walshe, it was important to him as well.
That's correct.
And they had small children.
That's correct.
Okay. And part of this transition was the family eventually moving to Washington, D.C.
That was the idea.
And this transition was not only for Anna's job, but Mr. Walsh's uncle was also moving to the D.C., Virginia area at the time, so there'd be more family down there.
That's what I was told, and that his mother would also move.
So his mother, again, you just said it was also interested in moving to that area.
Yeah.
And Anna was going to go down first, and the plan was obviously to start establishing not just professional contacts, but personal contacts.
That's correct.
Because they were going to bring their boys down there.
That's correct.
And you had told us that Anna was also interested in investing in real estate.
That's correct.
Okay. And at this point, am I correct that it is the fall into the winter, fall of 2021, winter of 2022?
That's right.
Okay. And at this point, you had learned that Mr. Walsh had a pending federal case going on.
I had, yes.
And I want to talk to you just a little bit about your experience with the federal case, okay?
Yes.
Because you had become close to both Mr. and Mrs. Walsh, you actually attended one or two of the hearings. And you went to support Brian.
I did.
And you went also to support Anna.
That's correct.
Because this was difficult for both of them.
It was.
And Mr. Walsh's mother was there.
That's correct.
And I believe there were other friends of Anna and Brian who had gone.
That is correct.
All right. And one of the hearings that you were going to, you were standing next to Anna.
I was sitting next to Anna.
And Anna's your friend, you told us, right?
That's correct.
She was your right hand at your business for a while.
That's correct.
And you're there in federal court with her for her husband's case.
That's correct.
And out of support, you reach over and you grab her hand to hold it.
That's correct.
Because she's your friend and you love her.
Yes, that's correct.
And she clutched your hand back.
Yes, that's correct.
And
It was a very tense moment just before the judge's declaration.
okay.
Yeah.
And so you were being a good friend.
I believe so.
Okay. And let me just switch gears for a moment. I think you've already kind of said it, but Mr. Walsh was never jealous of your relationship with Anna?
I don't believe so.
Well, you say I don't believe so. Anna never told you that Brian was uncomfortable or jealous of your relationship with her?
She never said that, no.
And Brian never came to you and complained about the long hours of the friendship with her?
He did not.
I'll see you at the side of the bench.